She looked you in the eyes and told you that you were special, didn't she? She told you that her past didn't matter because she is with you now. She cried those tears, grabbed your hand, and made you feel like you were the one man who finally tamed the wild spirit. And you believed her. You wanted to believe her because she is beautiful, she is fun, and she makes you feel alive. But now, you have that sinking feeling in your stomach. The late-night texts from names you don't know, the phone face down on the table, the stories that don't add up. You are starting to realize that the lock on her door opens for a lot of different keys. And brothers, that is a dangerous place to be. Before we go any deeper into the darkness of this truth, I have a mission. Brothers, my ex said I can never grow this channel to 2,000 men in a single month. I need you to help prove her wrong. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and leave a comment right now. Let's show her what we can do when we stand together. Now, listen to me closely. This is not about hating women. It is not about being bitter. This is about survival. Most men walk through life with a blindfold on. They think that love conquers all. They think that if they just love a woman hard enough, if they buy her enough things, if they are nice enough, she will change. They think they can take a woman who has given herself to half the town and turn her into a loyal wife just by being a good guy. I am here to tell you that this is the biggest lie you have ever been told. You cannot negotiate with nature. When a woman has been with many men, something changes inside. It is like a piece of tape. You know how when you take a piece of Scotch tape and stick it to a piece of paper, it sticks hard? That is the first bond. But if you rip that tape off and stick it to another piece of paper, it sticks a little less. If you do that 50 times, that tape won't stick to anything anymore. It just falls off. That is what happens to the ability to bond. And you are sitting there trying to be the last piece of paper, wondering why she keeps falling off and drifting away. Let me tell you about a guy named Mike. I knew Mike back in the day. He was a good man, hard worker. He drove a truck, made honest money, and he had a heart of gold. Mike met a girl named Jessica at a bar. Jessica was electric. She had that smile that could light up a room, and she knew exactly what to say to make a man feel like a king. She told Mike she had a wild phase, but she was done with that. She said she was ready to settle down. Mike, being the good guy he was, he ignored the red flags. He ignored the fact that she was friends with all her ex-boyfriends. He ignored that every time they went out, 5 different guys would wave at her. He thought he won. He moved her in. He started paying her bills. He bought her a car because hers broke down. For 6 months, it was paradise. But then the excitement wore off. Jessica got bored. The peace and quiet of a good man wasn't enough for a woman used to the chaos of the streets. Mike came home early one Tuesday. He found Jessica in their bed with a guy who didn't even have a job, a guy who treated her like trash. Mike was destroyed. He didn't just lose his girl, he lost his dignity. He cried like a baby. He asked her, "Why? I gave you everything." And she looked him dead in the face and said, "You're too nice. It's boring." Mike spent the next 2 years drinking his pain away, losing his job, and blaming himself. He is the example of what happens when you try to save someone who does not want to be saved. He tried to turn a chaotic woman into a peaceful wife, and it destroyed him. Don't be Mike. You have to understand that a woman with a high count, a woman who has been passed around, she craves the high drama. She is addicted to the thrill of the new. When you offer her stability, you are offering her boredom. It's not your fault, but it is your problem if you stay. You cannot fix her. You cannot love the damage out of her. It is deep in her wiring now. But there is another way to handle this. You don't have to be a victim. Let's talk about the winner. Let's talk about David. David is a different breed. David understands the game. He met a girl named Sarah. Sarah was just like Jessica, beautiful, fun, and clearly had a long history. She was what we call a party girl. But David didn't try to lock her down. He didn't try to put a ring on her finger. He saw her for what she was, a moment in time. He enjoyed her company. He laughed with her, but he never gave him his heart. He never gave him his commitment. When Sarah tried to play games, David didn't get angry. He didn't yell. He just pulled back his attention. One night, Sarah tried to make him jealous. She started talking about another guy she met at the gym. She wanted a reaction. She wanted David to fight for her, to beg, to get emotional. But David just looked at her, took a sip of his drink, and said, "That's cool. If you like him, you should go hang out with him." He said it with zero anger. He meant it. He showed her that he was the prize, not her. He showed her that he was willing to walk away at any second. And you know what happened? She chased him. She panicked. But David knew the truth. He knew she wasn't wife material. He kept her in her lane, fun, recreational, but never serious. Eventually, he moved on to a woman who shared his values, a woman who didn't have the baggage of 1,000 nights, and he left Sarah behind without a single tear shed. David won because he accepted reality. He didn't try to paint a masterpiece on a broken canvas.
This brings me to a very important point. We are building a tribe of Davids here, not Mikes. Brothers, my ex said I can never grow this channel to 2,000 men in a single month. I need you to help her wrong. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and leave a comment right now. Every single sub counts in this battle. Now, how do you actually deal with her? If you are currently dealing with a woman who you suspect belongs to the streets, the first thing you must do is remove your emotional investment. The pain you feel comes from your expectation. You expect loyalty from someone who doesn't know the meaning of the word. You are looking for water in a desert. Stop it. You have to look at her actions, not her words. Women like this are masters of words. They will tell you everything you want to hear because they have had practice on 100 other men before you. They know the script better than you do. When she starts acting up, when she starts pulling away or acting shady, you must do the one thing she fears most: silence. Do not argue. Arguing shows you care. Arguing shows she has power over your emotions. When you get mad, she wins. When you check her phone, she wins. Because she knows she has you hooked. The only way to win is to be willing to lose her. You have to be able to look at her and see her as a guest in your life, not the owner of your house. I want to tell you one last story. This one is about a man named Tony. Tony is older now. He's in his 50s. But back in his 30s, Tony was a player. He thought he could handle the fire. He dated the strippers, the models, the girls everyone wanted. He thought it made him look like a king. But one day, Tony woke up and looked in the mirror. He looked tired. He was broke because he spent all his money trying to impress these women who didn't care about him. He realized he was the clown. He decided to change. He stopped chasing women completely. He started focusing on his business. He started lifting weights. He started reading. He built himself into a fortress. Years later, one of his old flames, a woman who used to run all over him, came back. She was older now. Her looks were fading. She wanted safety. She saw Tony doing well, driving a nice car, looking strong. She tried to come back in. She used the old tricks. She cried. She said she missed him. The old Tony would have melted. The new Tony? He just laughed. He told her, "I'm busy." He realized that the prize was never the woman. The prize was the man he became. He found a good woman, a quiet woman, a woman who respected herself, and he built a legacy. Tony taught me that the best revenge is massive success and total indifference. So, here is the truth nobody tells you about dealing with a promiscuous woman. You don't deal with her. You don't manage her. You don't save her. You categorize her. You put her in the recreational box, or you put her in the trash box. You never, ever put her in the wife box. The moment you try to wife a woman who belongs to the game, you are signing up for a life of misery, paternity tests, and heartbreak. She will use your good nature against you. She will use your desire to be a protector against you. She will call you insecure when you question her. She will call you controlling when you set boundaries. These are gaslighting tactics. Do not fall for them. Your gut instinct is right. If it smells wrong, it is wrong. If you feel like there is someone else, there usually is. You need to focus on your purpose. A man with a mission doesn't have time to worry about where his girl is at 2 a.m. A man with a mission is too busy building his empire. And the funny thing is, when you stop caring, when you stop chasing, that is when they try to get close to you. But by then, you will see clearly. You will see that her beauty is just a mask. Underneath, there is a chaotic storm that will drown you if you let it. Do not let loneliness make you lower your standards. It is better to be alone and at peace than to be lying in bed with a girl who is texting another man while you sleep. Respect yourself enough to walk away. Respect your future children enough to give them a mother who is honorable. I know some of you are hurting right now. I know some of you are thinking, but mine is different. Brother, she is not different. It is just your turn, and your turn is coming to an end. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you can heal and find a woman who actually deserves the love you have to give. Do not waste your best years trying to fix a broken vase. You'll just cut your hands on the pieces. We need to be strong. We need to be smart. We need to stop thinking with our feelings and start thinking with our heads. The world is full of good women, but you will never find them if you are busy chasing the bad ones. Clear the space. Let the trash take itself out. Stand tall. You are the prize. Never forget that. Brothers, my ex said I can never grow this channel to 2,000 men in a single month. I need you to help her wrong. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and leave a comment right now. I want you to look at your situation honestly tonight. I want to leave you with one question to think about, and I want you to answer it in the comments below. Be honest with me and with yourself. Here is the question. If she lost all her looks tomorrow, would you still put up with the disrespect? Think about that. If the answer is no, then you know what you have to do. Drop your answer in the comments. Let me know your story. I read every single one. Stay strong, brothers. We're in this together.